This is week two's assignment, CSS styling of the web page we built out in week one. So very quickly, these are my three web pages with all of the information for my sheet, my web page. These are them here. And then here is my styling sheet. So you can see that I have some styling on the entire page with the HTML tag or selector to make sure that they all kind of have a consistent look to them. Styled my heading here to make sure it was centered, had a good color. The nav bar, I was making sure that I took away the underlines with our text decoration, make sure I took away the bullet points next to them and made them come up here with a flex, make sure that they were in line and had a little bit of padding and space between them to make them look more like navigation buttons. I also used some background colors, so when you hover over them, um, they will show that you are on them so that people know what they're clicking on and what they're looking at. Then on the menu page, I made sure that all of the items in my table were aligned and brought them into the center a little bit. Some pictures aligned in the center to make sure that they know what they're looking at. And I was able to create a consistent font and color for the whole page here. Then in the contact page here, I marked off the CSS areas with the green comments so that I knew which section was styling which, and I didn't have to keep referring back to selectors to make sure I knew what I was doing. But I made sure that the label and the input were on the same line for each one here. I kind of made them a little bit bigger and made sure that they had a little bit of space here. I opened this text area up to make it large, but then also with the area, making sure that it had a max width and max height for good sizing when I was moving it back and forth for different screen sizes. Made sure that the text wasn't too big, but that it was big enough to be able to use that. And then with the submit button, I have a bit here to make sure that it was pretty responsive to different screen sizes. As I made the screen larger and smaller, the submit button would then flex with that, and the making sure that it fit the content. It didn't cut off the, MIT or BMIT depending on the screen size, but that it was appropriately sized for various screen sizes. And then I just put a little bit of a border around the contact page to give it a little bit of a held together look. And that was the styling that I put together for the webpage at the Celestial Cafe.